So I'm going to ask if you could just first just introduce yourselves.
Jess Skelton, SUNY Poly coach.
Molly Burdick.
Derek Jackson.
Thank you. Coach, we'll just start with you. Thoughts on the game today?
Not our best. You know, Amherst is a good disciplined team, but we just we came out pretty slow. Rough start.
For the student athletes, you had a couple good stretches there. You know, late in the first and the third quarters where they made a run at it. What was working for you when you know, when you were able to put some points on the board together?
Definitely what was working for us was getting it, moving it around, passing it, and you know, slowing down. We had issues like trying to bring it up quick and take a quick shot, but once we slowed it down, we were really good at sharing the ball and hitting shots, but the shots just weren't dropping today.
Okay. Same question?
No, same. I think the same thing. We slowed it down. We got the ball moving. We just got good looks. Just couldn't put the ball in the basket.
Was it just difficulty shooting tonight for Molly and Larry, or was it also Amherst defense that was getting in passing lanes and forcing turnovers?
I think we just had difficulty shooting tonight. For sure. I think we just couldn't. I think we had great looks, especially underneath the basket. Good moves. The ball just would have fallen after the night.
Coach, you know, what you know, Amherst, a strong defensive team. Kind of what were they doing that kind of had made it tough to score?
I mean, their length certainly was an issue at times. I mean, they just outplayed us on the block for sure. You know, we had some good looks. I think our guards were definitely more athletic. They could get to the basket much better, you know, than theirs. But we just we couldn't finish. And like I said, the length getting it to our bigs, and just they got outplayed today, hands down.
What was the game plan that you had going into tonight? What did you want to try and execute?
Well, we were going to try to keep their post players from posting up on the block, but that didn't happen. You know, they honestly don't do anything special. They're just disciplined. You know, they're pretty even throughout their lineup, and we obviously have issues with numbers this year. So going with 8 girls is against a team like that obviously isn't beneficial for us. So we have to, you know, reserve some fouls and play a little lighter than we'd like at times. We have to play a zone at times. And, you know, if we have 4 or 5 extra girls, it's a completely different game.
Is it just fewer people who came this year? Is there a reason for the
Well, yeah, we didn't have, you know, we couldn't recruit last year. So I have, I think, two returners from 2 seasons ago. So I've got a lot of new faces, but Larry's one of them. You know, it is what it is. So we're just moving forward. Proud of the girls. Not too many teams can do it with 8 all year, but I'd like to see some of those other teams do it. But we were able to, and like I said, we opened up that first quarter a little differently. Again, I think it's a different game as well. We missed, I think, 3 shots right off the bat. So, but Amherst, it's a good team, super disciplined, and if you don't play your very best, you're gonna have a tough time against them.
Did it mean something special for anyone to answer to make it to the NCAA tournament with such a small team this year?
I think we set the standard for a team with 8. Like, we did pretty good, like, with the team that we had all season long. Like, we pretty much knew we was the underdog coming in, but I think to make it through to the first round with just 8 all season, and we only played like 6 deep, I think we did good.
So just for the student athletes, you know, when you look back at this season, I know a disappointing end, but you know, won a conference championship, small roster. What are you going to remember from this season?
I think that the biggest thing I'm going to remember is just how close we've been as a team. And like when Larry came in as a transfer, she came in and she was just immediately a part of the team. And we've been so close because we're so small, I think, but it's just been like a family playing together, and like everyone's there for each other. It's just different than what I've experienced before being on a small league game.
Anything?
Yeah, pretty much the same feeling with me being a transfer. It's tough sometimes going to other schools and being a part of a program and adjusting. But it was good. I think we did well, and we'll be back next year, for sure.
Yeah, both these girls are both returning, so.
And Coach, then your thoughts too, just, what will you remember, looking back on this season?
I mean, I had a lot of fun. I tell them all the time. I sleep well. I slept well this year. And Molly knows this. She's been with me. This is, with COVID, her 4th year with me. We've had rosters of 14, 15, and I did not sleep. They gave me a run for my money. But this group, they're just a great bunch of girls, and we have a lot of fun in practice. And they just keep me relaxed, and and I was telling Lyric at the end of the game, the hardest part for me losing a game like this is seeing them upset. Whereas in the past, we lost, but it wasn't necessarily their reactions that were hurtful to me. But now seeing them upset just because of the relationship we've, gotten to have this season. So it was just a great bunch of kids, super proud of them.
All right, well, thank you so much. Congrats on a great
Thank
season.
All right, thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you next year.
And you go.